Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's market outlook. Today is a Tuesday, 9th of June 2020. My name is Edmund, and today's economic calendar will comprise mostly minor economic data from Europe and also from the US. Although the economic data is pretty minor and should not be having a major impact on the respective currencies, we still expect some chart patterns and movements towards 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. local Singapore time, and also towards 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. local Singapore time. So let us have a look and see just a quick run through on today's minor economic data. At 2 p.m., we will start off with the German trade balance numbers. This is for Germany, and followed by at 5 p.m., we will be having the final employment change data for the Eurozone. This will be the quarterly numbers, and also at 5 p.m., we will be having the revised gross domestic product numbers. Previous forecast was for a negative 3.8% reading for the quarterly basis. So if it comes in below negative 3.8%, it will be considered as a improvement. Okay. Towards 6 p.m., we'll be having the National Federation of Independent Business. This will be their Small Business Index report, and this is for the US market. At 10 p.m., we will be having the final wholesale inventories at 10 p.m. from the US tonight, and also from the US at 10 p.m., we will be having the job openings and labor turnover survey report coming from the US. From the UK, we will be having Sir John Cunliffe. He is a member of the Monetary Policy Committee, and he will be speaking at 10:30 p.m. However, his speech and his comments is expected to not have a major impact on the UK pound. So we'll be watching how the UK pound, how the euro dollar, and how the gold prices perform today. For yesterday, these currencies and commodities was mostly, I would say, consolidating after last Friday's major moves for gold and also for currencies. So we'll be looking at the technical analysis and also how the currencies and gold prices behaved yesterday. Okay. Other minor news coming up over the last 24 hours. As we can see later on, the US dollar was trading in a consolidating manner, as mentioned during yesterday's technical report. It was trading in a sideways range, so it was moving up in the Asian trading session. However, during the US trading session, the US dollar weakened back. Okay, so other minor data that was released yesterday on Monday was the Eurozone Sentex Investor Confidence Survey numbers, which came in at negative 24.8, just below market expectations, but it was still better than the previous reading of negative 41.8. Okay, German industrial production was also released yesterday, coming in at a monthly rate of negative 17.9% versus a market expectation of negative 16.5%. So the German industrial production numbers was weaker than expected, and we can see the euro dollar did not move much yesterday also. It was mostly just consolidating. A report by the World Bank yesterday forecasted that the economic contraction caused by the COVID-19 pandemic would result in a negative 5.2% contraction for the year 2020. They also segregated the advanced economies, which is expected to shrink by negative 7%, while emerging market economies will be contracting by negative 2.5%. Of course, it also warned that the forecast could be revised lower if there are more uncertainties that rises from the COVID pandemic, and if business lockdowns persist for a longer period of time. Okay, so let us move on to the technical charts analysis. It was a pretty quiet day, relatively speaking. However, the UK pound, the euro dollar, and also gold prices still managed to move its customary volatility and movements. Okay, let's have a look.